Hey guys, this is Miss Tingle here. I want to walk you through this project. It's a writing project called How to Trap a Monster. So what do? Well, the first thing you're going to do is this very first slide here. You can see your slides on the left of your screen. This is slide number 1. That is where we are. And slide number 1 is called a graphic organizer. It is a way to get your thoughts organized. So to type in the boxes, you're going to double click. And you may have to play around with it just a little bit. Now you can see our transition words are already here. First, comma. After the comma, you want to have a space. So you're going to press the space bar, and then you're going to finish this sentence. So what would you do to trap a monster? And you type your first thought or your first step. Make sure that your sentence ends in correct punctuation. Then you're going to move to step 2. And you're going to do the same thing. Step 3, step 4, step 5, and step 6. I love all of these words. First, then, after that, next, then, and last. You can keep those transition words as well as your commas, and it will help you keep your paragraph neat and tidy. Now, when you get ready to go to slide 2, this is what I did when I created my slide 2. When I clicked to type, nothing happened. I couldn't click. So you're going to have to insert a text box. This is actually a whole nother skill, and it's wonderful to learn new skills. You go up to Insert, click on Insert, and then click on Text Box. Bring that little, see that little plus sign? Bring that over and click. This is your mouse. And you drag, and I'm still clicking. I'm holding down the mouse, and I'm dragging with one finger, and I'm holding down the mouse with the other finger. See how my box is inside of that white box, and then I let it go. I now have a text box, and now I am able to add text or writing into this box. So what I did is I went back to my graphic organizer, and I clicked in each box, and I copied and pasted, okay? So how do you copy something? You press Control, and that button is on your keyboard, the bottom left-hand corner. And it doesn't say Control, it says C-T-R-L. You press Control, and then you press the letter C at the same time, and you have just copied that text that you highlighted. Then go back to your slide 2, click, and then you're going to paste it. How do you paste it? You press Control-V. And I just copied and pasted my text. I go back to my graphic organizer. Everything that I did in step 2, I highlight. I copy by pressing Control-C. I go back to my paragraph. And I paste by pressing Control-V. Now, of course, you would have had your graphic organizer filled up with all of your wonderful, marvelous ideas. I did not do that for you. Quite frankly, I didn't want anybody to copy my ideas. I wanted you to have your own ideas. But you'll do this the entire time, going through all 6 steps, Control-C to copy, and then Control-V to paste. Control-C to copy, and then Control-V to paste. That didn't work. I just moved my, okay, so I just made a mistake. I moved my comma. And so if I click this undo button, undo, it will go back to the way I want it to be. That's helpful to know. Highlight, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. Now, your box should be full of all of your wonderful sentences that you wrote, where mine is not. This is where you can highlight your text. You can change the font. Right now, it is set on the Arial font. Look, I can do this font. I could do this font. That one's cute. I could change it to any of these fonts down here. Any of these fonts covered by your grace. I can even change the size of my font. You may have a lot of writing and you may have to make your font a little bit smaller, or maybe you can make it a little bit bigger. I'm just gonna add a space there after that comma, okay? So this is where you're going to make sure that your paragraph looks amazing, and be sure to indent your paragraph. Well, how do I indent my paragraph? I move my mouse to the first word of my paragraph and I hit the space bar 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have just indented my paragraph. You always want to do that. Come over here, click and add your name. Okay? So then that is slide number 2. Slide number 3 is super fun because this is a make your own Munster slide. So what do I do? Well, slide 4 is the eyes slide. Slide 5, ears. Slide 6, nose. Slide 7, mouth. Slide 8 is hair. Slide 9 is accessories. Slide 10 is clothes. Slide 11 is clothes, and slide 12 are shoes. These are all fun things that you can do to add to your Munster. I'm going to move pretty quickly. How do I do this, Miss Tingle? What do I do? Well, you pick your eyes, okay, and you copy your eyes. You can click copy, and you can go to your Munster, and you can click, it's a right click, paste. And then you click on your item and you can drag it and drop it to where you want it to be. Perfect. You can also resize. You can make things bigger. See how I just made my eyes a whole lot bigger? You can also make your eyes smaller by bringing that item in smaller. I kind of thought they were kind of neat, very big. Liked those big eyes. That red line helps you know that you have your item centered. So one pair of eyes, and then I can come and I can look at my ears. I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly. I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go back to my slide 3 and I'm going to right click again and I'm going to paste. And I just drag, oh, I'm dragging the whole entire box. I just want to drag my ears. I'm dragging my ears. Those fit on there pretty good. Oops, I got my eyes that time. See, you just have to play with it. There. Okay. Then I'm going to go down to a nose. I'm just going to get this candy corn here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to my Munster, and I'm going to paste it. Perfect. Then I'm going to get a mouth. How about this one with all these teeth? I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it. Thank goodness we can drag things around, right? I think my nose is a little big. I'm going to make my nose smaller so I can bring up my mouth a little bit. There. So I've got eyes and ears and a nose and a mouth, and then I'm going to go to hair. How about this hair? That hair looks fun. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my Munster, and I'm going to paste it. I think that might cover up ears and eyes. You just have to play with it and kind of see how you want it to be. Okay, then I'm going to come down. I can get an accessory if I want an accessory. I can get clothes. I can get clothes here. Remember, there are 2 areas for clothes. Copy, go back to my Munster, and paste, and drag. Gotta get the dress on. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to scroll down to the last slide with it, which is shoes. I'm going to get these jazzy boots. Copy the boots. Go back to my Munster. Paste. And drag and drop my boots. Perfect. Now it says this is the Munster I caught. Tell me just a little bit about your Munster. Give me a little bit of a description. I can say her name is JoJo. She, and you can just tell me some information. Don't give me nonsense like I'm giving you. Okay, I'm just doing that as an example. But just tell me just a couple of sentences about your Munster. So what is your grade going to be on? You're going to be graded on your graphic organizer. Remember, all sentences start with capital letters and end with punctuation. You're going to be graded on your paragraph. Remember, we're going to indent the first sentence of our paragraph. And we only are writing 1 paragraph. And then finally, we're going to make a Munster. Now, if you just have a Munster and you just stick on some eyes, I'm going to think that you really did not do your best work. I want everyone to participate and to do their best work. Try to take 1 item from every slide, or at least 1 item from almost every slide, and then tell just a little bit about your Munster. This is how you are going to be graded. You just have to play with this and you just have to practice, but you're going to learn a lot and reinforce a lot of wonderful technological skills as you work on this project. Y'all have fun, guys. Cannot wait to see your Munsters.